Hey everybody, Chris with Gadgets and Gravel. This one's gonna be a little different today than normally. I am in Barcelona, Spain, attending MWC, which is the Mobile World Congress. It happens every year, and luckily this is my third time getting to go. It's a little different here. What we're gonna see at an event like this is mainly gonna be, as you guess it, mobile devices, cell phones, watches, tablets, earbuds, things like that. But then also, you're gonna see different components and different software things that are going on to help promote the mobile industry. Of course, the big thing here is AI in everything, everywhere, anything you can think of, but they got AI in it. So I'm going to go around. We'll show you some of the cool things I've seen so far, and I don't know, maybe we'll get to test some more down the line. Stick with me. The vast majority of time at this event is spent walking around this massive set of halls at the Gran Fira in Barcelona. Not outside like we were earlier, but inside of here are some crazy booths. Some are more impressive than others, full of screens and impressive displays and phones and people and drones and all kinds of crazy stuff. But then some are going to be a little bit smaller, smaller companies trying to get their name up there. But we'll go around, check out some of these booths, and see what we can find.
First booth we're going to look at is from Honor. They did sponsor my trip out to Barcelona, however, they have no input on my video or what I'm covering. The Magic V3 is not new to MWC, but it is a very, very impressive folding phone. It's their newest flagship folding phone they have. Incredibly thin. Up until about a month ago, it was the thinnest folding phone in the world. It did lose that by about 1 millimeter to the Oppo Find N, but still an incredibly thin phone, very powerful, great specs. Feels like you have just a normal phone in your hand or in your pocket, and then you can open it up into a folding phone. Great camera system. While their phones aren't available in stores, you can buy them on Amazon or on their own website and bring them in. So keep this in mind if you're looking for a folding phone. Next, we have the Honor Magic 7 Pro. This phone is their latest flagship phone, has the highest specs you can find in terms of processor and memory types. The camera system on this is crazy impressive with some really great zoom features as well as some AI editing features. I got some chance to test this out at the Banksy Museum in Barcelona, and it is super impressive. So definitely check this phone out if you like a camera phone. The other product that they announced at MWC are these new earbuds Open. These are going to be earbuds that actually go into your ears to sit on the outside. There's been a trend lately in this type of earbud, and they really like this. Honor's done some great things with these, so definitely check those out if you're in for a new set of earbuds. You don't want to stick anything in your ears. Honor continues to improve the Magic Ring, which is a software layer that connects different Honor devices together, so you can actually transfer files and use your phone on your laptop or your tablet like you're using it in your hand. With that, they also improved the ability to send files to different devices that aren't from Honor, so you can actually send files to an iPhone or a Samsung phone, and it works just wonderfully. The AI photo editing added is the ability to improve older photos and make them look new and kind of restore that a little bit right on your phone. It's really, really impressive. The new AI deepfake detection is really cool because on your device, it will be able to tell if a video or an image has been created using AI and isn't actually real, so you can know right away whether this is something you should trust or not. The new AI agent on device for the Honor phones is really cool, where it can handle multiple steps for you by simply asking it to book a table for a restaurant, and it will go through the apps and actually do all those steps for you and then confirm it before it actually does anything. While we don't get any more LG phones and things like that anymore, LG still makes tons of other products, you know, from refrigerators and TVs and all those other home appliances. And they're putting a lot of focus here at MWC on their new IXI AI assistant platform that is going to be interwoven into a lot of different products by the company, and it's got some visions that it plans for the future. You can kind of see here they have a village as or what they're showing off in different ways that this type of new platform can be assistive in our daily lives. It's kind of cool. They're even showing off their transparent display stuff here. At the Lenovo and Motorola booth, there wasn't a ton of new Motorola products this year. They haven't released anything new phones quite this year as far as flagship devices. They're mainly showing off what they have out so far. Some new finishes like wood and vegan leather, as well as some new colors where they've partnered with Pantone to officially release Color of the Year devices. What I thought was really impressive were Lenovo's new accessories for their laptops that connects magnetically with pogo pins on the back to transfer information, like this dock that lets you add 2 additional screens. This adds a little clock thing to the top. This one adds an ability to add an 8-inch screen to the side. There's also an attachment that lets you add a screen up top so you can have additional information up top just to keep track of things. Lenovo's laptop, where it has a folding screen so you can actually use it for a bunch of different things. It can be just a normal laptop. It can extend out to give you a very tall display. It can be bent over in half like this is here, so you can kind of have two people looking at it at once and show information to the person on the other side of the table while you view the other part. Really cool idea and interesting to see where this goes from there. Another company doing some really impressive things at MWC is Tecno. Now, while this brand isn't necessarily a major brand known in the US, they have some really cool products and generally at lower prices. Here they're showing off their phones that have UV reactive backs that change colors. This is one of their cool folding phones, book style, unique camera setup on it. I love the texture on the back and the colors in that. It's all etched into the glass. And it's really, really cool. It's a relatively thin phone. And it doesn't have the highest specs, so it's not the most powerful, but it's a really great affordable option. This is the flip style phone. It's kind of like the Samsung phones you see around, where it actually has LED lights embedded into the back of it to kind of create the starry effect. Really interesting ideas that they're doing with some of their devices. And I'm glad that somebody's out there doing this to kind of push the envelope. Now, outside of cool backs of their phones, Tecno also is doing some concept phones that are really cool and impressive that are going to give us some unique form factors for phones that we haven't seen out much. And hopefully, given the company's history, they'll be at a more affordable price than some things we've seen, like this triple fold phone. Didn't get to touch it, had it very much behind display, but really cool idea that you can actually get a really legitimate full-size tablet in your pocket folded up. They also have this phone called the Slim. And this thing was crazy thin. You can see it says 5.75 millimeters thick. It is insanely thin. They actually told me it was so light, they actually had to add weight to it because it felt too light in your hand. And even with that, it still felt very, very light. It's a concept phone. They said it may come to market if there's enough interest, though. Kospet is a brand that I'm fairly unfamiliar with. I hadn't heard of it prior to showing up at MWC, but I had some time to speak with some of the team at the booth. They've got some really cool watches that have been around for a while now. They're available on Amazon. They've got some great reviews on there, but their big thing is how durable and like long lasting the battery life is on these things. They're built really, really well, and I'm interested to see what's coming up. They do have some new devices and new software coming. That sounds like it should be really, really cool and offer users a great experience at a great price. As I was walking around, this booth caught my eye because it said it had the first smartphone for your pet. Thought that was kind of interesting, had no idea what that was going to be, but it has some really cool features. The company has mainly done a lot of things in networking and providing coverage to devices. Now they're putting that into a device where you can actually call your dog and track it and talk to it until it's come home. If you need a device that can take a beating and keep going and has some pretty crazy features, there are some brands out there. Blackview is one of them. I'm unfamiliar with the company, but they had some really unique products, super durable. This tablet's massive, has huge battery, a built-in projector, casing on the back with some pretty tough features, giant LED floodlights on the back, as well as a built-in handle. Here's a phone that is a beast of a phone with some pretty interesting features in it as well. This was a demo unit and the side kept falling off of it, but it's got floodlights on the back of it, as well as a projector, so you can use it for whatever you need that projector for. Next is Ulefone. This brand I've heard a few times. They've got some pretty durable phones and pretty big products out there that have been around for a while. Phones like huge batteries, thermal cameras, floodlights. This one is a massive phone with a huge battery, a screen on it that also is a projector. While Digi's booth sign was struggling to hold up to the pressures of MWC, their phones are very durable. They have massive batteries, lights, whatever you need in them, screens on the back for extra stuff, as well as some phones that look slightly less imposing, I guess you could say. Huawei had an absolutely massive booth there, and it's something we're not going to have access to in the United States because their products are banned due to some regulatory and political issues. However, the Huawei Mate XT Ultimate triple folding phone is a crazy device. Really, really great material, super thin. It's thinner than my Pixel 9 Pro Fold phone is, and this is something I would absolutely love to be able to use and have as my daily phone.
Well, that's MWC. It's been an interesting time. I really like it here. Barcelona's a cool city. I've only been to Barcelona. It's the only European place I've ever been to, but I enjoy the side streets and all the cool little shops, and there's so much character in all the buildings, and people have been nice and it's clean, so I enjoy it. MWC was fun. Just cool stuff, interesting things. Who knows what will actually come out and which will end up being just a rumor, but thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll see if I can answer them. Take care. Look forward to seeing you guys next time.